Today's contest is being conducted according to the rules of the Rhode Island Scholastic League. These rules provide a fair competition among the players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Any verbal, written, or physical conduct that can be interpreted otherwise is subject to violence to ejection. Respect and support the players, coaches, and officials. If you would like to become an official or a coach, please stop by the scores table and information will be provided to you. In the meantime, please help make this enjoyable game for all by staying positive and cheering for your team. Would everybody please rise and remove your hats as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. Now for the Rebels starting lineup. A sophomore 5'6" guard, number 2, Kaya Nuttall. A senior 5'6" forward, captain number 10, Malia Young. A junior 5'7" guard, captain number 11, Finley Carr. A junior 5'7" forward, captain number 14, Abigail McDonald. And a freshman 5'11" forward, number 22, Zoe Knight. South Kingston is coached by Robert Cruz and Nick Sharkey. And now for your Westerly Bulldogs. A 5'6" sophomore guard. Favorite cartoonist Curious Shorts, number 11, Juliana Boycenet. A 5'8" sophomore forward, She Loves Dora the Explorer, number 12, Lily Gorman. A 6' junior point guard, big fan of strawberry.
Hello one, hello all, and welcome to Federico Gymnasium. Lady Bulldogs looking to tack one in the win column here tonight, welcoming the South Kingstown Rebels. Folks, this is going to be the third time, three, that these two teams have faced off in just the last 34 days. South Kingstown has come off with a W both times. First time it was by a deficit of 15 points. The second time only 6. So we look for a little improvement on that and to get one in the win column here. The ladies are about to take the court. I am the voice, Greg Moreno, alongside producer, owner, Shane Belanger. We have Lisa behind the lens. We are Westerly.live, Westerly.radio. Girls break the huddle and take the court. This South Kingstown team is very young like this Westerly team. However, they have one senior on the floor, as Westerly does not. 5 freshmen, 4 juniors, and 2 sophomores. So the second contest between these two teams was much closer than the first. And we are getting set to tip. Pelican for the Bulldogs, and number 22, the freshman, Zoe Knight for the Rebels, the lone freshman starter. And the Rebels take it and press. Number 11 has it quick, and they're on the board just like that. Finley Carr, junior captain. Bulldogs push it ahead. Get it to Pelican underneath. Aruda, and out. Hake 3. Starts off on fire here, folks. 3-2. Sydney Hake buries it from beyond it. And number 22 takes it up the court. That's the freshman Knight. Hake on the ball. Nice switch defensively by the Bulldogs. So these teams are familiar with each other now, and they do say it's even harder to beat a team 3 times in the same season. Jump ball, and that's going to go in favor of the Bulldogs. Ariana Aruda will inbound for the Bulldogs. Hake has it, back to Aruda. Cross midcourt underneath, and Gorman gets blocked. Tries to let it go out of bounds. Rebels save it into Hake, and that's going to be an open jumper by Aruda, and she buries it from about 17 feet. So the Bulldogs starting out hot from the field, reverse attempt under the backboard too far, and Pelican comes away with it. Another 3 by Hake, and this one doesn't go. Rebound, Rebels. They do a nice job of boxing out there. And they press, and fouled on her way up. I don't know who is the guilty party. Regardless, she'll get 2 shots. Number 14, Abby McDonald, junior captain for the Rebels.
On the line for the Rebels, number 14, Abigail McDonald.
Her first free throw is off the mark. Bulldogs with an early 5-2 lead. Second one's off too. Missed both, and another whistle. And the Bulldogs will benefit from that, and Aruda will inbound. So both teams with 1 team foul. South Kingstown tried to employ a press. The Bulldogs have done a nice job passing through it. And they swing. Gorman has it underneath, back to Pelican. Chooses not to shoot, gets it underneath to Aruda back. Gorman has it on the baseline. Pelican ends up with it in the paint. A little hook on the run, doesn't go. Gets her own rebound, comes out, and Aruda ends up with it. Hake has it. She'll get it started again. And this time Pelican from 3, good. After all that work, buries the 3. Second one the Bulldogs of the night, and the Rebels press and score again. Number 11's done that twice now, Finley Carr. So 4 of their 4 points have come at the hands of Carr, and they've both been on a fast tempo transition. The boys team last night had difficulty in transition versus these Providence. They were extremely quick, and thus far in what limited offense we've seen at South Kingstown, they seem to employ the same strategy. Bulldogs set to inbound Aruda, 8-4 the score. Hake with it, thinks about it, works off the pick, and fires it, and that is off the mark, out of bounds, and the Rebels will inbound. And Hake gets picked away from the ball. Does a nice job of switching, but shot goes long, and the Bulldogs, nice job defensively. Pelican has it. And they press a little. Haven't heard a lot from Varsity. Now she has it. Hake resets things at the top of the key. Thinks about it, gives it off to Gorman. And underneath, Pelican, nice play, nice pass, and nice shot. That's how you do it. And the Bulldog offense looks crisp here tonight, extremely crisp early. And picked off a nice pick by the Rebels. They can't finish. They created a lot of space, unable to convert. Hake has it, and that is going to go off the foot of a Rebel, and the Bulldogs will maintain possession. The junior varsity coming off of a victory here. And you'll see a lot of the players that played JV get time here in this varsity game. And the pass underneath to Gorman, a nice idea by Pelican, doesn't go. It was a nice thought on the inbound, and Referees will let them play underneath. Nice job defensively by the Bulldogs, forcing them to reset. Number 2 with it up top, Kaya Nuttall. And quick hands by Haight. Briefly knocks it away. Bulldogs switch off. Gorman's on the ball and almost forces the turnover. Same shot clock, which is getting low if they're not aware. It's 5. And late pass finds an open 3. And they don't convert the 3. It does hit the rim, so this is live, and it's a quick jump ball call. That's going to go to the Rebels, and that's going to go to the Rebels. That was a quick jump ball. And Coach Hake is going to call a timeout. Doesn't like the flow at the moment. And with that, folks, we'll take a quick break and be right back. All right, we are back, folks. Federico Gymnasium on this Tuesday night. Lady Bulldogs in action. We were here last night. The boys team fell a little bit short. They'll be back in action here tomorrow night. We'll be right there with them, 7 p.m. Girls team looking to get in the win column on a little bit of a slide right now. But this team, with this team comes youth, comes a great opportunity in the future. As the JV team is excelling, a lot of those players play both ways, and then they have the junior leaders on this squad with a whole nother season to play. So every game is a learning experience in this division. Division 1 is very unforgiving. You have to bring it every night. And like I said, a lot of these players are playing more than 4 quarters in a night. Coach Hake uses a wide variety, a big lineup. She uses a wide variety of her players from freshmen all the way through her juniors. I haven't seen Alex Storr yet. I don't know if they're with or without her or if it's just part of the starting approach. South Kingstown inbound. Hake on the ball. Never allows much breathing room whatsoever. Quick hands. Picked off, and that's going to be a moving pick, and a turnover the Bulldogs will happily accept. So that's a positive out of the break. I always want to see what happens out of the timeouts. And Aruda will inbound to Hake. And to Aruda, back to the baseline. Gorman jumper, no good. And no offensive rebounds thus far for the Bulldogs. Balzane on the ball. Baseline jumper, no good. And the long rebound is going to go to the Rebels. Number 14 active on offense, Abby McDonald, junior captain. And number 2 for the Rebels will reset off the pick. And that pass is picked off by Hake. Quick reaction. She's fast on her feet and has extremely fast hands, makes her a deadly defender. Fouled on the way. Let's see what the verdict is on the floor. The Bulldogs will inbound. So Hake forcing the early turnover defensively. And there is Alex Storr on the floor. Good to see the junior captain. Key cog in this little machine. Number 1, Kate Rafferty on the floor. And Riley Pelican with it. Gets it down underneath to Pellegrino, who I know just got off the floor from the JV game. I watched there. The freshman gets a lot of playing time. I would say probably the most out of any of the freshmen. Open 3, and that is off the mark. Rafferty, the receiving end of it, brings her team up the floor. Hake from the free throw line, jumper, good. She is the hot hand early here for the Bulldogs tonight, leading the offense all around actually, and as well as defense. Has come with her A game here as we are under 2 minutes in the first quarter. She's the leader on the offense, so she doesn't have to show it in point totals. The more players she can get involved, the more effective the team is. And that is a three-pointer with Pellegrino in her face. Doesn't go. Offensive rebound off the Rebels. Bulldogs will take possession. Crowd getting into it here. Starting to get excited on a Tuesday night. And Alex Storr will inbound. Hake will take it up court. Rebels look as though they're going to press as they trap Hake or attempt to. She dribbles right through three Rebels and circles back. Rafferty with it. Back to Hake, a three-point shot. And it is good. Oh boy, is she hot tonight. 15-4, this Bulldog offense working at its highest percentage that I've seen all year long. I do believe that Sid Hake's in double digits already here in the first quarter. 10 or 11 of her team's 15 points. Rebels from the free throw line. A little revenge factor, possibly. Maybe these girls are just fed up with watching this Rebel team walk off the court victorious this season. It's only been a month that this is the third time. It's not like in the course of the entirety of the season. Their first time meeting was on the 20th of December. They met shortly thereafter on the 26th or 27th, excuse me, and now today. Alex Storr will inbound, 15-6 to score. Bulldogs with a 9-point lead, 1:04 to go, quarter number one. In this mid-season matchup. And there's been a lot of positives in this season, folks. I brought them with me, plenty of talking points, but right now the excitement on the court, I can't really get away from. That's the positive that we got to focus on. Beyond just outright signs of growth, what you see out of a lot of these players, Rafferty, nice dribbling, three-pointer, bang! First she shows the dribbling skills and then buries the three. And a quick transition hoop by number 11. They needed Finley Carr, who has 6 of the team's 8 points on mirror image shots, as you saw it right there. Transition points, a quick break offensively. And she's pretty much been the extent of the Rebels offense. In steps number 15, it's going to stay with the Bulldogs. It should anyway. And it will. Bulldogs 10-point lead, 10 seconds left. Alex Storr will inbound. And Rafferty comes out open. She gets possession. Ooh, and there's going to be a whistle there. Certainly. So the Bulldogs will inbound. And Rafferty has it. 2 minutes in, Seltzer with it. And Pellegrino has it. Loses it in the corner. And the Bulldogs run out of time. Do not get a shot off, but that's okay. A really good first quarter overall, offensively and defensively. 18 points, a great point total for this Bulldog squad, and to hold an opponent to single digits, extremely impressive. Bulldogs 18, Rebels 8, 1 quarter in the books. We'll be right back for quarter number 2. All right. We are back. Ladies are back on the floor. Bulldogs will inbound with a 10-point advantage after an impressive first quarter. Third time these teams have met. They are familiar with each other. Adjustments are still made, but when a team's beat a team twice, you can only switch so much offensively because you've had success. So generally, the opponent can make the adjustments off of it. And the Bulldogs seemingly have a running hook blocked by Gorman's attempt, and the Rebels will run all the way up. Nice defense. Shot comes short. Pelican rebound to Hake, and she'll move. Hake, the hot hand offensively for the Bulldogs. Both Bulldogs shot a high field goal percentage overall. But the high point scorer of this game right now is Sid Hake, without a doubt. Gonna have to get it in, and nice defense by the Rebels. And it's gonna stay with the Bulldogs. The Rebels don't like to call, but either way the Bulldogs will escape and get another chance to inbound. This time it's gonna be Aruda. And we have a whistle, and switch everything up. The Rebels will inbound. A confused guard for the Rebels is going to take it and move forward. Number 3 for the Rebels tries to get through. Great defense by the Bulldogs in the paint. They are able to get their offensive rebound and a nice pass, and they can't finish. And a third rebound, this time in the whistle, and it's going to be a foul. Jump ball. What's it going? He's going to call a foul on that one. And that number 14 for the Rebels, Abby McDonald, she works hard underneath. Probably why she is a captain. So the Rebels maintain possession. Number 22, Zoe Knight, the freshman, center. Back to Knight in the post, uses her pivot foot, gets too far, really kicks out. And open, number 3, no good. Way off the mark, and the Rebels try to save it, and it goes into the hands of number 11 for the Bulldogs, Juliana Vazane. Hake with it on the top of the key. Creates a little space. There's a whistle away from the ball, and South Kingstown's applauding. So, yeah, there's a foul away from the ball, and the Bulldogs are going to turn it over. So, we're a minute and a half into the second. Slow start. No points have been scored on either end. And the Rebels try to get all the way to the hoop, but lose control and kick out. Number 11 goes up and misses a rare one for her here tonight. But the Bulldogs will take it. Pelican has it and almost loses it. This time it's going to be against the Rebels, I do believe, and it is. The Bulldogs will inbound. Third South Kingstown foul. Neither team particularly in danger of going into the penalty. Smooth first quarter, not many whistles. I shouldn't curse myself here. Hake with it. Works off the Gorman pick, a beauty. And that gets it underneath the Pelican in the post. Another whistle away from the ball. And this time, the Bulldogs are going to be the beneficiary again as Aruda inbounds. Pelican to Voisinay. Back to Aruda. And Hake with it. Off the Pelican pick. 3-point attempt. This one bounces off. Pelican gets a hand on it, but the Bulldogs can't get the offensive rebound. And the Rebels will press. Baseline. They're thinking about it, and they let one go. And it doesn't go. Long rebound. South Kingstown secures it. Up and no good. Rebound again. A wrestling match. Aruda, who's extremely strong, hangs on for dear life. Possession arrow, unfortunately, in favor of the Rebels. That's what I thought, and they'll switch up. So the Bulldogs will get the next one. 5:29 to go, quarter number 2, 18-8. Nobody has scored in the quarter. 2.5 minutes in, scoreless, good defense. The inbound, and there's our first points. Yes, there is. Nice inbound play by the Rebels. Hake gets it to Voisinay, and she is blocked with the whistle on her way up, and she'll be the first Bulldog to head to the free throw line with 4-2. She looks like she popped up. She's okay. That's the most important thing. These girls are tough as nails. They're young, but they're tough, and they seem to never tire. Fifth team foul for South Kingstown. 5 minutes to go. Now they're starting to Add to their total. First one's good. Bulldogs' first point of quarter number 2 here. Not because of too many misses. It's been back and forth defensively. And second is good. So the Bulldogs 2 for 2 from the line. Hake on the ball. And 3-point attempt. Bounces up over the front end of the rim and no good. Nice rebound by Aruda. Gets it ahead to Hake. Little stutter step and rolls back. Gets to do a nice cutting Aruda. Nice pass. Can't finish. And that's going to end up in the hands of the Rebels. It's a shame. That was a great pass. Rebels pressing and the foul. And that is going to be against South Kingstown. Bulldogs will take it. And that'll be the South Kingstown 6-team foul. So what was just 3 a couple minutes ago, quickly doubled up. Might be frustration. You never know. You're beating a team twice. You might come in a little more nonchalantly the third time. 2 out of the games have been here in Westerly. Underestimate your opponent, or is Westerly? I do think Westerly's play really has more to do with it. Offensively, they came out pretty hot in the first quarter. They've cooled off since. And that's a quick transition point. And that's how the Rebels have stayed in this. Out of their 12 points, 10 are probably transition. 8 of them by number 11, Finley Carr. So their recipe seems pretty simple thus far. Gorman with it. Pelican. She's had the ball in her hands quite a bit, but hasn't had the opportunity to get too many shots up. She set up a lot of plays with picks thus far. And up ahead, and that's in for the Rebels, so they quickly cut into this lead. Coach Hake doesn't want to see anymore and calls a timeout. So Bulldogs with a 10-point advantage after the first quarter of play. Sit here with a 6-point advantage, not that big of a deal. 3:53 to go in quarter number 2. The offense has stalled a bit, clearly, from quarter number 1. And we'll see what Coach Hake writes up. She always comes up with something good out of her timeouts. This production, folks, is brought to you in part by Wireless Zone, your Verizon authorized retailer located in Dunn's Corners next to Duncan. Cell phone sales, service, and repair. WesterlyT.com, local t-shirt store making fun tees. Go to WesterlyT.com to see their growing list of designs. And the girls break the huddle. They got their play set. They will inbound. Alex Storr, in fact, to Hake. We are just across the halfway mark in the second quarter. And number 2 knocks it out of bounds for the Rebels. And Storr will inbound again for the Bulldogs. Rafferty on the court. Madison Pellegrino as well. Comes out deep for a pick and roll and kick back out. Hake ends up with it again. 3-point opportunity. It's long. She gets her own rebound. Back under to Pellegrino. Nice look. And just can't finish. But Storr comes up with the rebound and the finish for the Bulldogs. A much needed point. The official is having a couple words with one of the Rebels players. Big offensive possession for the Bulldogs. They have not scored many points this quarter. They're 4.5 minutes in and scored only 4, so that was a little big 2 points. He's going to have a little talk with the South Kingstown coach, who was probably interested in the previous discussion. And music on in the gym at the moment. Looks like we're going to get things started at 22-14, 3:27 to go, quarter number 2. Chapter 3, Bulldogs versus Rebels. Chapter 1 and 2 went to the Rebels, but both were different stories. And timeout called by the Rebels. Coach, nowhere to go. Great defense for the Bulldogs. With that, we're going to take a quick break and be right back for the end of the first half. All right, we are back, and the ladies are on the court. Rebels possession here. Number 10 will inbound. They don't drift far from their starting five. I've seen about 7 players in. Whereas by the time this game is over, the Bulldogs, they'll be in the 8-9 range or more. A 3-point opportunity, no good. Hake gets the rebound, and we'll move the team out right to left. Rafferty with it. 3-pointer, lets it go, and off the mark. Offensive rebound by Pellegrino, puts it back up. That's no good. Hake comes out with it. Resets Rafferty again for 3. This time it's good. Confidence in her shot. Other side of the perimeter and nails it for the Bulldogs. And now just like that, the Bulldogs have the advantage here in the second quarter and have extended what was a 10-point lead to an 11-point lead at the moment. Out of the timeout. Timeout that South Kingstown called and Coach Hake took advantage of. And Pellegrino comes up short. Good defense underneath for the Rebels. As they get it up underneath, just a little too far. Kick out 14. They swing. And it's time to nobody. And the Bulldogs will take it. Lillian Gorman will get a rest. 2:13 to go in the first half here. Bulldogs looking for a lot here today. They end a skid. Tack one in the win column. And not get swept by South Kingstown on the season. And no better one to win than the last one. That's the one you remember going into next year. Nice pass on the pick and roll. Can't finish. They're really doing a nice job defending that underneath. Rebels have it. Great defense on the ball by Storr. About to get picked off. And baseline. No good, and no blocking call. Get their offensive rebound, put it up and in. So the Rebels get on the board. It's been a couple minutes, a minute and a half left to go here. Bulldogs up 9. Rafferty with it. Another 3-point opportunity. She hesitates. Hake with the head fake. Pelican back to Rafferty. Not this time. From deep, and it's off the mark. Long rebound. It goes to the Rebels, and they try to get it across court. Nice pass and a one-timer. Unable to really complete it or get a shot off of it, but the idea was there. Storr gives no breathing room, and nice kick underneath. Can't finish, and who did it go off of? It's going to stay with the Rebels. We are under a minute, 47 seconds to go. Bulldogs 25, South Kingstown 16. In comes Aruda and Seltzer, along with Rafferty, Peliquin, and Voisinay for the Bulldogs. Nice defense. And they reset up top. Number 3 kicks. 2 for 3. And it is no good. Nice job boxing out by Rafferty. Tips it over to Peliquin, who will take it up court. So Rafferty having a great first half here for the Bulldogs as well. A lot of contributors for the score to be where it is. Voisinay takes it all the way to the hoop. No foul. Can't finish. And the Rebels have it. Looking to cut in with 25 to go. And the reset. Kick out. And that is going to be a foul called. Going to give 2 shots when she turned around and passed the ball anyway. That's unusual. I don't see here much of an argument from the coach. It is what it is. Free throws have been a rare commodity here tonight. And the Rebels have been very unable to capitalize. I think they're 1 for 6, 1 for 5. And the second one was live, and it is no good. Long rebound goes back to the Rebels, though. And they waste no time, and that is no good either. And this time Rafferty comes down with it. She needs a little help as she's trapped in. Nice job. Throws it off a Rebel. Deflections out of bounds, gives the team an opportunity at a much cleaner last possession. 8 seconds to go in the half. Bulldogs up by 9. And Rafferty wisely lets it just go up court undefended, and now we're ticking. And it is up and no good. So that is going to be the score at the half, folks. Bulldogs 25, Rebels 16. We are going to take a break and we'll be back for some second half action.
The Washington Trust Community Skating Center in the heart of downtown Westerly is a great spot to take the family for some old-fashioned fun. The 12,000 square foot rink has real ice to try out some of your signature moves.
Think I've been here before. I know that I must have met you in a past life. Got my heart on the floor. Go slow. Keep me falling for you all night. Tell me now, you're the one I've been dreaming about for my whole life. Had you on my mind. Oh, hear the sound of your voice in the crowd, calling my name. Yeah, you captivate. Oh.
This is our 12th season that we've been open. It's a great service to the community. We have a lot of people come out and skate, as you can see in the background here. We have public skate. We run a youth hockey program for children ages 5 to 17. We run a curling program as well. You can drop in and learn how to curl and play in the league. Lots of programs here. We also have pickup hockey. You can come and play pond hockey, helmet, gloves, skates, and stick. And we also have stick and puck time where you can come and shoot around. Come check us out.
Having a fun time down here?
Absolutely. Are you girls?
Yeah, definitely. Having really fun.
Dad, is this your first time here?
No. Yeah.
My first
Plenty of
time.
times.
Hey, your first time?
Yeah?
Yeah, I came here plenty of
Are you an expert now?
Almost.
How do you like the skating rink?
It's very good. It's kind of hard when you start, but you get used to it.
You guys enjoying it?
Yeah. I always have fun. We've got two more out. They're over there. We've got two more out on the ice. But yeah, they're pretty good. We're okay, but we have a lot of fun.
So, how many times have you been here?
This year, I think this is my 6th time.
6 times?
Yeah. Frequent flyer.
Yeah, do you like it?
I do. I just recently got my own skates.
Oh, you bought skates, huh?
Yeah, for Christmas.
Me too.
Him as well.
You guys have to tap in.
Yeah, we're like kind of brothers.
Oh, you
I'm
guys are together?
sweating.
Ooh, it's almost too much to take. Baby, you captivate me. Ooh, with you's where I wanna stay. Baby, you captivate me. Tell me now, you're the one I've been dreaming.
Come on down and try a centuries-old winter sport under the sun or stars and start your own family tradition. Greg Pettis, Westerly News.
Calling my name, yeah, you captivate. Oh.
My first impression of Jessie was that she was really shy. They introduced us, and then I kind of just started asking her questions about herself. The more we talked that day, the more we figured out that we had more stuff in common.
Jana, the most important thing in my life. We listen to a lot of music. Well, we like to sing, like karaoke. Me and her like to sing like an opera pitch level, like soprano. We sing good.
It's like she just kept saying, I love karaoke. I love karaoke. I have a tablet. Do you want to sing karaoke? Like, what's your favorite song? Aerosmith. I don't want to miss a thing.
We were like rocking on.
Jessie is a sunflower. She blooms everywhere she goes. I'm pretty much like a gardener. That's how I look at myself here at the Frank Olin Center and in the world.
The Olin Center was started by a group of families that got together in a local library, and they said, we need resources for our family members who have disabilities. There's nothing available. When somebody's not getting services, that means that usually, especially in the children's area, that their disability can become more profound. There's a ripple effect. If we don't provide sufficient opportunities and supports, it does have an effect on the rest of the community. We exist because we want everybody in our community to live lives of purpose and live the life that they want to live. And we do whatever we can to make that happen. I really do see it as an organization of joy and purpose.
My mom and dad brought me here when I graduated from school, 1999. I think I was 15. I love being here. It's the most important thing in my life because I'm learning more skills at the center, like safety skills, baking. I do a lot of crafts because I'm a good artist. And I got a job when Peter Gorman got me the info working at Bella Vita. That's why I met Maria. She's the most favorite boss, and I love the whole world. Love being here, being around with people that cares about me a lot.
I really enjoy what I do, and it makes me emotional because like it's important to see them make a difference in their lives. It's all them, and I'm just here for support.
I wish I could have everybody be a fly on the wall and just experience the camaraderie, the sense of belonging, the sense of respect. The Olean Center is a story of empowerment. It's a story of caring. It's a story of inclusion.
It's more than just a job or a career. It's changed me in a way where it's given me hope to know that like there's good out there.
I wish I could help people really see the difference that they make in people's lives when they support an organization like the Olean Center. It's just fundamental, the changes that they can help to make. These are our friends, our neighbors, our siblings, and they have as many and as diverse needs as you and I do. And we're just here to try and help fulfill those with the support of the community.
Do you think the Olean Center has changed your life?
Changed my life, yeah. Being the next chapter in my life makes me feel good. I want to be here for the rest of my life.
To support the work of the Olean Center and learn more, please visit our website, oleancenter.org.
All right, welcome back, everybody. I am the voice, Greg Morano, alongside producer, owner, Shane Belanger. We have Lisa behind the lens. We are Westerly.live, Westerly.radio. And the Lady Bulldogs take the court here for the second half. One of their better first halves of the entire season. This, again, being the third time in just 34 days these two teams have met. South Kingstown coming up victorious in the first two. By a much lesser margin the second time, and it looks like the Bulldogs have made some final adjustments here in this third chapter and a dominating first half. So the Bulldogs with possession here to open things up in the second. And a nice pass through two defenders underneath to Gorman, and can't finish. Nice rebound by Aruda, looking for space. Gives her team new life. The rare offensive rebound, and a travel called. So the Bulldogs squander that opportunity. Now, the Bulldogs have done a great job defensively. First time versus South Kingstown, they were able to net 65. I don't think they'll come close to that tonight. And the second time, again, Bulldogs played a much better game defensively and dropped that point total to 46. And the Bulldogs looking to improve on that here, as South Kingstown unable to convert on their first possession. That pass goes a little wide, and the Rebels will take it. Underneath, nice look. Delay, can't finish, gets her own rebound, and can't finish that. So a little sloppy offensively to start things off for both squads. Hake has it and swings to Voisinay. Voisinay hasn't shot very much here tonight. And a foul called on number 14, Abby McDonald. A little surprised. Bulldogs Hake will inbound under their own hoop. Somebody will inbound. Aruda. And finds Pelican. Underneath she goes. Gorman unable to finish. And the Rebels take the rebound. Already back up court. McDonald, stop, pop, no good. They get the offensive rebound, however. Knocked out of bounds by Voisinay, but the Rebels will have possession. So both teams looking to get on the board here for the first time in the third quarter. We're just a minute and a half. And a quick look out, number 10 with a three-point opportunity. Was she on the line? She may have been. She was. Nevertheless, it's the first field goal of the half for South Kingstown. And they trail only by 7. No lead safe here in high school basketball. That is certainly the case in Division I basketball here in Rhode Island. And the Bulldogs inbounds. Pelican with it. She's had it in her hands quite a bit. Hasn't shot all that often here tonight. Deep three-point attempt off the backboard. Twice it in. Rattles its way home. Still worth 3, and it's 28-18 Westerly. Aggressive defense. Aruda almost knocks it away as she hits the floor for the Bulldogs. And again, South Kingston most effective in transition from what I've found. And as I say that, they bury the long jumper. So they've hit 2 shots this quarter, both been just inside the three-point line. Fortunately for the Bulldogs, that pass is high and away, and it's a turnover, 28-20, and the Rebels will inbound. Bulldogs work through the pick and up and too strong. McDonald goes up and fouled on her way. Where's it called? On the floor, so the Rebels will inbound under their own hoop. Each team with 1 team foul now. Alex Storr in the game. Far side, Rebels, top of the key now. And that is going to be against Sid Hake defensively, a pushing foul. Only Hake's second foul, team's second foul. quick baseline three, and that doesn't go. Boston comes down with the rebound for the Bulldogs. Head fake, takes it towards the hoop, kicks out. Gorman has it and tries to get it to Store. Dangerous pass. Knocked out of bounds by the Rebels. So the Bulldogs will get another crack at it with the same shot clock. Trying to get into some kind of a rhythm here in the second half. Off the screen, open three, Hake. It is rattles in. Talk about getting the rattles, the rocks, and the rolls. Hake with her fourth three of the day. And a quick answer, transition points by the Rebels. They only got two for that one. The score 31-22. Bulldogs lead. Knocked out of bounds by the Rebels. So the Bulldogs from distance having their best game of the season, I have to imagine. They've had contributions from several players. Kate Rafferty has three of her own. That might have been Hake's third. I might have given her credit 1, 2, and either way, third, fourth. They're near double digits in threes. Store with a nice move in the paint and just off the mark. Halfway through the third. Bulldogs with a 9-point advantage. Underneath it goes, and a whistle. That's going to be against the Bulldogs. And they now have 3 team fouls. A couple substitutions for the Rebels. Bulldogs will stay status quo here. We'll be right back here tomorrow night, folks, 7 p.m. tip. As the boys try to right the ship. Number 3 with it for the Rebels. Number 11, kick out baseline 3. And that doesn't go. The Bulldogs knock it out of bounds, and the Rebels will maintain possession. Not a lot of flow to this quarter, either way, which is why we're pretty much right where we started. As far as deficit differential. We'll pick and roll, nice job defensively. Did not fool Pelican. Another pick and roll, that doesn't work either. They try to get it to her underneath and they call Hake for a foul before it got there. So it does work and that fast. Now the Bulldogs that quickly have 4. Hake has 3. Those numbers are starting to build up a little bit. 3:21 to go in this choppy third quarter of action. And an open 3, the Bulldogs backed off and it doesn't go. Long rebound to the Rebels. They'll get a fresh shot clock. Off the break, to the hoop with a kick out 3, other side. And this one rattles its way home. Just like that, we got a 6-point ball game and a foul called away. This time it's on the Rebels. So Kingstown second team foul. 31-25 our score, 6-point ball game, 3:01 to go, quarter number 3. Federico Gymnasium on this Tuesday night. We'll be right back here on Wednesday night, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Store swings. Seltzer swings to Aruda, gets it underneath the Pelican. Comes around, uses her right up and off the glass and in. That's her marquee shot. Right when the Bulldogs needed it. 8-point advantage. Watch the transition. That's how South Kingstown tries to answer offensive foul. Great job, Alex Store. Fear not. Plants her feet, takes the hit. And the Bulldogs, just like that, forced the turnover. Right when you thought that maybe South Kingstown was going to go on a little bit of a run and close this gap. A quick bucket and turnover. Rafferty with it. Pelican pops a 3 from the top of the key. That's short. And nobody noticed. Great job boxing out by the Bulldogs, but unfortunately the shot went out and they'll turn it over. Rebels inbound here, down by 8. Did they take Westerly lightly? Maybe a little bit of the reason, possibly. But I think Westerly is improving every time they get on the court. That's been their goal all season long when they're healthy and when they're together. They use a lot of players. They don't get tired. They keep coming. Number 22 to the foul line for the Rebels. Zoe Knight, that's a lone freshman starter for the Rebels. And that rattles out. Both teams with 3 team fouls. Live on the release. And it is good. Bulldogs lead at 7. Rafferty will take it up to court. Hand off to Store. And a little miscommunication. They end up with a reach in on the Rebels. So the Bulldogs will hold possession. And that'll be their 4th team. Possession arrow in favor of the Rebels here. 2 minutes to go, quarter number 3, folks. Bulldogs, little revenge factor. Want to stop the skid. All sorts of reasons to bring it here on this Tuesday night in Federico Gymnasium. That's what they've done. Rafferty thought about it, got it to Pelican instead. Kicks it out to Store. Loses possession, holds her foot, fortunately, to Rafferty. Aruda swings. Seltzer all the way back around, reach in, out of bounds. Bulldogs going to keep it, but that shot clock's getting lower here, down to about 5. I'm sure Coach Hake is making them aware of that right now. Got time for a pass, maybe 2, set, shot. Inbound. Pelican, 3, just like that, no good. Rebound, Aruda bounces around, and there's the horn. Comes up, and Rebels will have possession. They have the possession arrow. Bulldogs had beat the shot clock and had an opportunity at that rebound. Inbound, number 15 for the Rebels. Seven-point deficit, and a nice pass on the cutting freshman. Turnaround, righty hook, doesn't go. Bulldogs try to reel it in. Finally do. Rafferty has it. Pelican. And that pass goes a little wild. The Store reels it in, fortunately. And tries to get the cutting Rafferty off the mark. The Rebels can't control it. Out of bounds it goes, and the Bulldogs will maintain possession here. Under a minute to go, 53 seconds. 7-point Bulldog advantage. They want a few more here before the end of the quarter. And that didn't go as far as she wanted. It went right into the hands of the Rebels. And they look to cut into this deficit now. 3-point opportunity, wide open, no good. Box out by the Rebels, get their offensive chance. Second chance opportunity, no good. They're going to take a third. Can't give that up, and that goes 3 chances. And they trail now only by 5, folks. 30 seconds to go. And there was no quitting this Rebels team, who has come away with the advantage the first 2 times these teams have met, and the Bulldogs turn it over with plenty of time for the Rebels to cut in even further. 20.7 to go. Bulldogs 33, Rebels 28. I'm surprised there's no timeout on being called. The coaches are going to let this play out. And here we go. Wasn't in the ball. Picked off, nice job on the switch. Rebels looking for somebody. Can't seem to get wild shot off the backboard and no good. Great defense by the Bulldogs there at the end of the third. A little bright spot to work with heading into the fourth. Force a wild one in the score after 3. Westerly 33, South Kingstown 28. Now, folks, going into the fourth quarter, you got to understand, this is big for both teams. Now South Kingstown's really going to clamp it down here. They've won 2 in a row against this ball club. They want to sweep them on the season and make a statement here in Westerly. There's no doubt there's a little rivalry that's grown between these two squads because they see each other more than anybody else on a regularity due to South Kingstown's participation in the Christmas tournament, holiday tournament, whatever it may be. So these women know each other. It's the last time they're going to see each other this year unless they happen to bump into each other in the playoffs. So this fourth quarter means more than a regular fourth quarter. That being said, what was a 9-point advantage is now down to 5. South Kingstown's asset, I think, offensively is in transition. And the Bulldogs, I think, have played excellent offense all game long and need to look to continue that a little bit here in the fourth. And there's the horn, and we're set to go. Bulldogs looking to end a slide, make a statement here against South Kingstown, and get a little deserved credit for their work here all season long. Hake back in and with it to Gorman. Aruda swings to Voisinay underneath. Gorman turns around, fades, and that causes it to go off the front of the rim. Rebels have it. They press and transition up and in just like that. Got to be careful if you're the Bulldogs. You got to know you've seen 3/4 of it. You've probably seen 11 quarters of it. Because I'm assuming they played transition basketball the first 8 quarters when you bet them. All the way to the hoop, blocking foul on the Rebels. Nicely drawn by Hake. South Kingstown with 5 team fouls. Freshman Pellegrino swings, Voisinay. Back to Hake, who came around, no good. Rebound bounces off of the foot of Juliana Voisinay, apparently, and the Rebels will inbound. We have a 3-point ball game, folks. Bulldogs have, I don't want to say been in control, I want to say have had the lead for the entirety of this game, and just like that, it's down to 1. Nobody's stepping in front. Need to be more physical. And the nerves creep in now for this young Bulldog team. We will soon see. Works off the pick. Voisinay, she should shoot there. It does. Wide open, and it doesn't go. A lot of hesitation before that shot. Hake has it. The Bulldogs is the beneficiary of the long rebound here. This pass a little bit too weak underneath. Causes the turnover, and the Rebels have it with a chance to take the lead. To the baseline floater, and it doesn't go. Hake pulls down the rebound. Looking up, gets Gorman, and she is fouled on her way up. She's going to go to the line for 2. 1-point ball game. Maybe she's not going to go to the line for 2. Yeah. Nope, they're going to inbound from under the hoop. And bounce past the Pelican, stuck in the corner right now. Gets it across the no man's land where Voisinay reels it in. And Coach Hake's seen enough, calls timeout. And fourth quarter timeouts with everything on the line. What do the coaches cook up here? This production, folks, is brought to you in part by the Wireless Zone, your Verizon authorized retailer, located in Dunn's Corners next to Duncan. Cell phone sales, service, and repair. WesterlyT.com, local t-shirt store making fun tees. Go to WesterlyT.com to see their growing list of designs. So South Kingstown comes in with a 6-5 overall record in the league, 6-5 on the season as well. Bulldogs have 1 win in the division and are looking to knock them off. Have held a lead the entirety of this game. This is the 3rd time these teams have played. South Kingstown has hung around enough and put themselves right in position here now. Bulldogs up 1 with the ball. Both teams are young. Hake has it, top of the key. Underneath the Pelican. Kick out, Aruda, 3. And it doesn't go, look good, but it doesn't. Offensive rebound up and in. Great job, Juliana. Voisinay for the Bulldogs, much needed hoop. Puts them up 3. Rebels thought about it. A little hesitation and a floater blocked by Pelican. Great defense, doesn't fall for it, but the Rebels wrestle it away and they are able to capitalize and get the 2 anyway. Deficit down to 1, lead down to 1. Varsity comes around, spin move to the floor she goes, whistle called. These girls are flying around with everything they got, hitting the floor, popping back up under the hoop now. Bulldogs will inbound with a slim 1-point advantage. I believe the Rebels will be in the penalty of the next foul. That could come into play. And Hake has it off the inbound. It is good! Huge clutch 3, Sid Hake. Either her 4th, maybe 5th of the night. It's one of those 2. Super impressive, especially the way she's led the offense. And they try to answer off the mark, second chance shots around underneath, and the baby hook is good. 2-point game. Hake has it. Transition points all night for the Rebels have been the answer to this comeback. Gorman to Voisinay. And out of room, wisely throws it off a Rebel. Out of bounds, the Bulldogs will start fresh from underneath their own hoop. We're at the 4:40 mark, quarter number 4. What a game, what a game, what a game, folks. Bulldogs want to stop the slide, want to notch one in the win column. Little chip on their shoulder with this South Kingstown Rebel team. And backing down and up with it, Pelican, it doesn't go, but they come away with a long rebound. Gorman gets it to the cutting Hake, who goes up with it long, foul. And she was in the process of shooting anyway. And I think that is going to put on the other penalty number. So she'll get, it does matter actually, because if she's in the process of the shot, she's going to get 2. And that's what she's going to get. No bigger free throws at any point this year than these here. And the first one's in. Ice in her vein, makes it 3. Live on the release. Now the freshman, Zoe Knight, she's a big one. Great reach, and right there is the advantages of it. The Rebels push and slide out of bounds. Bulldogs are going to take it. Pass a little bit wide, they can't handle it, and the Bulldogs will take possession. 3-point lead. Approaching the midway point here in the 4th, or the 12th quarter these teams have played. The Pelican pick, a nice lane for Hake, takes it, gets hammered. No, she's gonna, takes it anyway. She'll do the damage from the stripe. South Kingstown, 18 fouls now. So now with 4:06 to go, the Bulldogs can do a lot here from the free throw line. And I heard a verbal timeout from a frustrated South Kingstown coach. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. 4th quarter, 4:07 to go. Bulldogs 39, Rebels 36. If you're just joining us, I am the voice, Greg Moran, alongside producer, owner Shane Belanger. We have Lisa behind the lens, Westerly.live, Westerly.radio, bringing it to you here on a Tuesday night. Federico Gymnasium, the Lady Bulldogs looking to end a slide, looking to get a little bit of deserved recognition for the efforts and improvement they've made this season. 3rd time they've played this Rebels team. 12th quarter they've played this Rebels team. Every time they've gotten closer, they're just trying to eclipse the edge here. In this one, they've held the lead the entire game. But basketball is your fickle friend. These leads can disappear quickly. Hake from the free throw line. South Kingstown in the penalty here for the remainder. First free throw is good. So Hake having an excellent offensive night. I don't know her total. Well into the teens. She's done it from three-point range. She's done it from the free throw line, and she's done it from just regular jump shots. And the Rebels kick out. Freshman Knight with it. Gets a handle on it and makes the layup. When she uses her length, it's tough to defend. I'm surprised they didn't use more of her early here today. Again, there's the fact that these athletes are young, did South Kingstown. I don't think it's much of South Kingstown coming in and underestimating the Bulldogs. I just think it's the Bulldogs' tenacity and refusal to drop 4. So that's going to be against the Rebels. So the Bulldogs will go to the free throw line. And see, this is where the Bulldogs can make their living here. Set up camp right at the charity stripe. And creep away with this one. And it is good. She'll get another. That is South Kingstown's 19th foul. So from now on, the next foul, Bulldogs will get 2 every time. Their free throw percentage here tonight is excellent. I mean, a lot of their categories are the best I've seen here tonight out of this Bulldog squad all year long. And a little missed assignment, but a little bit of an ankle issue and causes the turnover. The Bulldogs will get it. They're going to have to make a substitution. I do believe they stopped play for her. And regardless, the Bulldogs will inbound. Hake has it, 3:22 to go, 5-point advantage. Cross half court. Swings to Aruda. Back to Hake, top of the key. You're not giving her room because you can't. She'll make you pay from everywhere. She wrestles it on the ground, and it'll stay with the Rebels. That seems to be where the arrow's pointed all night long. Bulldogs will get the next one, though, and as the minutes in the fourth quarter tick away, that is a vital, vital arrow. Bulldogs a little slow on the switch. They're going to wave it off on the floor. Fortunately for the Bulldogs, not a three-point play. It's going to be on the floor, and the Bulldogs not in the penalty. They're not even going to get a free throw out of it, the Rebels, that is. They will inbound. Correction, they're going to get a free throw. No, they waved the shot off. They're going to inbound here. I know, I'm paying attention. The ladies might be getting tired. And as they figure things out, ready for the inbound. Number 11 wanted to pop, good D by Aruda. Number 22, Knight, the freshman, doesn't hit. Rebound, number 11 for the Bulldog, Juliana Wasn't. Always seems to make herself present when it matters most. Hake with it. 5-point advantage, 2.5 to go. To Rafferty. Works off the pick. And we are going to get called with a moving pick. Can't really argue. Made her a little bit too early, and that's going to be a turnover. And the Rebels will inbound with 2:20 to go. Number 2, Kaya Nuttall a sophomore. So a sophomore and a freshman in their starting 5. Bulldogs have freshmen and sophomores all over the court. Right up the middle, go up strong, come down the offensive rebound, kick out. Wide open 3, doesn't go. Bulldogs got to grab it, and they don't. Third chance opportunity, spin up and in, and the foul. They gave them 3 chances, and now they got a 3-point opportunity and can put this thing within 2. All no-nos for the Bulldogs in that situation. Let's see if they can overcome. Live on the release, Pelican comes in. 43-40 the score. 2:02 left in the fourth. The drama has yet to unfold here, folks. Off the mark, Pelican grabs the rebound. They preserve a 3-point advantage. Hake's going to take it up. Sure would love to make it 2 possessions. And cut. Aruda has it. Goes up, and it's too strong. Out of bounds off of Aruda, and the Rebels will take possession. Substitution on the floor. Bulldogs are going to stick with what they have at the moment. 1:43 to go. 3-point game. Possession arrow in favor of the Bulldogs. Both teams in the penalty. Bulldogs in the double penalty. Three-point from far. It's good. We got a tie game. And we got a timeout by the Bulldogs. Holy smokes, what a game we have, folks. Bulldogs took the lead early, held a 10-point advantage, 9 at the half, and South Kingstown methodically in transition broke down the lead. And we are now down to a minute and a half to go in this thing, and we're starting all over. 43-43, both teams in the penalty. At possession now, I told you how important it is as those minutes tick away. Thankfully, it's in the Bulldogs' favor at the moment. That being said, holy cow, this Bulldog team looking to avoid a 3-game sweep at the hands of this Rebel squad. So there is revenge factor going on the court. Are there nerves at this point? Of course there are. But this is just another test for this Bulldog team. Just another chance to learn. But they sure would love to learn how it feels to win a tight one like this and break a 2-game losing streak to a team. These two teams having met, this is the 3rd time in just 34 days. And let me tell you, these are high school athletes. Everybody down there wants this one. Aruda's going to inbound as South Kingstown is showing a press. And they get it into Hake. Sophomore versus junior. Hake almost loses it, hangs on to it. Heads in towards the hoop, foul on her way, doesn't go. To the free throw line she will go, however. Fortunately, a little out of control, and we'll get 2. This is where victories are earned, folks. It doesn't get any more clutch than this. She's been money all day. It is silent in the gym. First one is good. Earlier in the game, I said ice in her veins, and she's absolutely proving that to be the case here. A minute 15 to go. Gives her team the 1-point advantage. Live on the release. It is up and it bounces away, no good. 1-point ball game, South Kingstown pushing. Transition, late pass. And that is going to go into the hands of the Bulldogs. They're going to benefit from that late pass. Rafferty has it. Bulldogs with the 1-point lead. Slows it down and gives it to Hake. Rafferty with it, and a timeout, Westerly. Coach Hake wants to discuss this pivotal possession, folks. Holy smokes, 52.3 seconds to go. Westerly 44, South Kingstown 43. Both teams in the penalty. Possession arrow in favor of the Bulldogs. Possession, Bulldogs. Let's see what they can do. They're trying to end a 7-game losing streak, folks. And, like I said, 3rd time's a charm against South Kingstown. Don't normally meet a team 3 times in a year, let alone a month. So these girls have got to know each other, and there is definitely a rivalry been built. Coach is trying to put in their final chess pieces, their final plays. The energy and volume in the gym has gone from dead silent, from nerves to ecstatic from elation. And there is the horn and the referee's whistle. Bulldogs take the court. It looks like Riley Pelican is going to come over and inbound for Westerly. 52 seconds to go. Rafferty and Hake the guards. Guazanet. Pelican. And Aruda, the remaining three. Waiting for some final instruction here. Coaches don't agree on the other end. There's an official between them. Wet spot on the floor. And I think we're ready to go. That was kind of ridiculous in the flow of a game here with 52 seconds left. Playing sneaker squirt. Whatever. Hake with it. Clock is ticking. Off the Pelican pick, and it was a solid one. Jumper off the backboard and long rebound, and the Bulldogs could grab it. Who's it go to? And a diving Hake, it ends up in the hands of the Rebels who called time. Did they call timeout? They certainly did, a wise timeout. So a 1-point ball game. Holy smokes, 35.1 seconds to go. Bulldogs lead by 1. Now the Rebels have possession. So check goes to them out of the last timeout. Bulldogs will now be on defense. Defending a 1-point advantage. They're in the penalty. They have the possession arrow. And they have a plan. On the court they go. What a game we've had here tonight. It doesn't get more exciting than this. We're going to be right back here tomorrow night. It's going to be tough to match this one here tonight, folks. We will rock you playing as it fades, and here we go. Number 11 with it. She's going to go over to the hoop with it. From behind, enough defense provided by Pelican. The Bulldogs have it. And there's a whistle. Hake was fouled and will go to the free throw line. 22 seconds to go. Smart, quick foul by the Rebels. If you're going to employ that approach, you got to do it quick. A lot of teams wait too long or let them dance around. They did not let Hake do that. This is where the Bulldogs can win this ball game. And it's good. Off her hands. It's been pretty much that way all night long. Under huge pressure. A 7-game streak pretty much on your back right now, and she is just burying these free throws like it's no effort at all, Sid Hake. She's been money from 3. Truly captained her team here tonight. A deep 3, and that is long. Out of bounds it goes, and it's going to be off of the Rebels. Bulldogs have it. And that is a big call. Great job boxing out by Aruda, who always does a great job boxing out. She's a very physical player, makes her presence felt. That's why she's on the court so often. But these girls really deserve a win here, and let's just see if they can hang on. 13 seconds to go. Pelican has it. And are they going to foul? They are. They reach in. Pelican will go to the free throw line. Now, they're in the double penalty, fortunately, because you really need to hit that one and make it a 2-possession game. Timeout on the floor, because why not use it? What a game, what a game, what a game we've had tonight, folks. It has been worth the price of admission, even though there isn't one. These girls get a day off, and then this schedule provides no favors. Right back at it. That's why a hard-fought victory here tonight, so well-deserved. If these girls can just finish it off, wire-to-wire victory. South Kingstown came back all the way back to tie, but did not take the lead. Third and final matchup of these two teams in this season. And you can kind of throw the first 2 out, considering this is the grand finale. Pelican to inbound, 10 seconds. And Hake has it. And she is fouled. I was wrong about the penalty situation. So Sid Hake will go to the free throw line and try to make it that elusive 2-possession game. 7.2 to go. 1 free throw, and it's all formalities, folks. No better hands for it to be in. And she buries the nail in this one just about. 7.2 to go. 4-point ball game. Crazier things have happened, but I don't think these ladies are going to let it be the case here at home tonight. They've worked far too hard, and she is just money from the line. Great leadership tonight. 3-point land all together. Sid Hicks put together a great night. Rafferty money from 3 times herself. Bulldogs putting together a great effort and saying no to the possible sweep by South Kingstown, winning the finale by a score of Bulldogs 48, South Kingstown Rebels 43. A great effort put together by this Bulldog team. Folks, we'll be back here 7 p.m. tomorrow night as the men take the court. Westerly.live, Westerly.radio, signing off.